Now, way back in 2012, while out scouting and filming a 200-inch giant, Ken had filmed another buck that night.
Overshadowed by the buck on the left, the other deer was no slouch himself. Wide, big brows, definitely a deer worth watching.
Well, going into the winter of 2013, they logged the entire area, and the other buck that he had filmed that night was gone. It wasn't until 2014 when Ken was able to relocate the buck again. But after a couple of hard winters, the deer had declined, so Ken decided to pass for the season. And to make matters worse, this new area that Ken found the buck in, well, it too that winter was logged out, and Ken was unable to locate the buck in 2015 or 16. Now in 2017, that area that they'd previously logged out had grown up enough to become good deer habitat again, so Ken headed in, and much to his surprise, he found an old friend, the same deer from 2012, but only bigger than ever.
Over the years, Ken's old friend had grown and matured, and while unsure of his exact age, this was a very old deer, and now sported a big frame, big brows, big mass, and multiple drop tines. That combined with his age made this buck truly a trophy of immeasurable proportions. And now that Ken was back on the buck, it was time to get in and set up.
Finally, the poplars have grown up enough that they got some cover and the deer have been moving back in here. And I threw a camera out, and what do you know, first picture, I believe it's the same deer, so I get to see an old friend again, so.
After watching these gorgeous young bucks for the evening, day fades to night and Ken packs up to leave. But one last look out of the blind and into the dark reveals Ken's old friend. However, much too late to shoot. Again, early in the afternoon, the deer begin to move when this familiar young buck arrives, followed by a young doe and her twin fawns. The does look up, and like a ghost, Ken's old friend steps into frame. As impressive in person as he was in the stealth cam, this old buck is that of many hunters' dreams, and Ken is going to waste no time, ready to take his first available shot.
Just hit him. I'll put her back and check the footage out. He did come in a bit earlier today. She's his last light though, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go and check her out and we'll see.
There he is.
Found him? You almost stepped on him, man. Grab hold those horns and pull them out. Look at those brow tines, buddy. Yeah, grab those horns. Yank him out. There he is. Seen him in 2012, I do believe. I think I got some video of him in 2012. I got pictures of him in 2013, 2014, and the two pieces of property I was getting pictures of him on both got logged off one year after another, and I never seen him in 15 or 16. Threw a camera out once it was grown up a little bit in here, the second cut stuff, and what do you know? First deer that comes on camera is this deer, so it all worked out. I got to meet the old friend, and I knew as soon as he come in that he was going to get her. There was no question. So I don't know how old he is. When I seen him in 2012, he looked like he was a mature deer. That makes him a very old, very mature deer, and that's right on. 2017 season for me is over. Right on.